and things like that. And I think specifically in Ireland that this process will only help to heal the wounds so that we can move forward as a healthier church. So my name is Sean. I'm from Ireland. I'm 26 years old. I'm a teacher in Ireland, secondary school, post-primary. I teach English and religious education. I completed a master's in 2018 in theology and Christian theology, and I've come to Rome to, one, to get an experience of living abroad, but two, then to complete some further studies. It didn't mean much to me really until I came here. I suppose it gets me out of the, for me anyway, it took me out of the sort of parochial, small, sort of almost secluded sense of being a young Catholic in a small country parish in Ireland to all of a sudden I'm meeting people from Africa, Asia, South America, different Europeans, and just seeing their experience of the world in general, and then the church more specifically and how they manage things and do things. It just broadens your horizons really. You know, I like the way the Holy Father described it as a journey and how we move together. And you know, I like the language around it. Before this process began, I mightn't have known too much about synodality, so I've learned an awful lot from reading or listening to the Holy Father. And in the Irish context, in the Irish Church, it's something that I think many young Catholics and Catholics in general probably were crying out for quite a while. I think there's been distance maybe between the sort of the structural church and the people on the ground, and sort of this is a way of bridging the gap, and synodality can only, the synod and how it will work will only help to bring people closer, I think, together. I actually think it will only strengthen it to see those that are leading us and making decisions that, you know, that they will listen to everybody no matter where they come from, and we will listen to each other, and they will take the opinions on board of everybody, and to know that your voice matters, to know that your leaders are taking that into account and they're listening to you prior to making decisions. I don't think that would weaken the authority of the leaders. I think in fact that can only strengthen it. Whether we become, I don't think it matters in terms of the numbers, but we come closer together, we become a more healthy church. But my hope that in 50 years' time in Ireland, okay, we might be a smaller church, but we'd be a healthier church for it. And that we have a better vision and a better hope. For me, when I grew up and I realized, actually, hang on, this makes sense. There's rationality to it, and it's logical, but also you have the beautiful spiritual and faith-filled sense, and the merging of those two things for me has been amazing. And to be able to try and teach that to young kids, to give them a literacy, to give them an understanding of sort of, okay, I mightn't convert them tomorrow, but you know, to give them a respect and an understanding for religion in general. That excites me. Giving them the platform from which then the grace of God can come in and they can make the next step themselves. But getting them up to that point is something that excites me, yeah.